All right, so I go in my kitchen. I look in there. I'm trying to find anything. So I look and I see this Eggo box. So I take the Eggos out the box, put them in the freezer. I run in the bathroom. Like I'm talking about the turtle about to come in. The turtle about to give birth or some shit. So I run in the bathroom. Now don't judge me, people, because we all had to go through some crazy shit when we had the shit. So I take the Eggo box and I put the Eggo box as close to my cheeks as I could so I could take a shit. And I shitted one of the biggest turds in that Eggo box. And I ended up throwing the box away. I never told nobody but my close friends what I did. And the shit was so crazy because they fucked with me so bad. Because them boys like, well, man, how did you hold the box? And how did you know, did you turn it sideways? I'm like, man, I just shitted in the Eggo box. I'm sorry, people. I had to shit. It wasn't nothing I could do. I wasn't going to be able to hold it. I wasn't going to be able to make it to no other restroom. And I did that shit. I did have toilet paper to wipe. Trust and believe. Clean derriere is always in the building. So I had to figure out where I was going to throw this damn Eggo box with this shit big ass turd in it. So I end up finding an old Walmart bag. We use Walmart bags for every fucking thing. It seemed like we use Walmart bags for do-rags and shit sometimes. Tie your hair up or some shit. So that right there, people, was my wildest thing I ever done in my life, was shit in the Eggo box. But it wasn't like the family pack. It wasn't like the economy pack. It was the pack with, like, I think it's 12 in that bitch. So you know that box wasn't but so big. So you got to imagine, I'm 6'1", 2 and some change. And I had size on me back then. So I was about like 265, 270. And I'm sitting in the bathroom squatting, trying to make sure I don't get it on me, on my clothes. I took my shirt off. I'm in Gucci Man belly and all. I'm trying to do that. I'm like, man, fuck that. I made sure I ain't get it on my fingers or nothing. I'm holding the box side of this box with a dear life. I'm talking about I'm holding it so still that bitch wasn't finna move. And yeah, it's crazy. But what would you have done in my situation? Because you had no other choices. The toilet, the plumbing fucked up. There's no toilet, no water pressure, no nothing. But I managed. So, you know, that was one of the wildest things I ever done in my life. Like I said, it's Wild Wednesday, and I just want to bring that to y'all attention, to my listeners, because I want y'all to think about the wildest shit y'all ever done. You know what I'm saying? When I get this thing up and running the way I want to be able to have people call in and tell me the wildest shit they ever done, or tell me about the situations that they have in their life, whether, you know, negative or positive. But, you know, this is just a podcast for entertainment, but it's real. It's real entertainment. This shit really happened. Like, people couldn't believe I did that shit when I told them. I'm like, man, I had to fucking go. But, you know, that's one of my wildest things. That's the wildest thing I ever done. I ain't gonna lie. That's the wildest. Like, I done some hot shit. Like, a lot of us done some hot shit. But that was the wildest shit, because it was like, man, it wasn't nobody there but me, that turd, and God. So it was like, my secret was safe. But I told my brothers, because, I mean, them boys get a kick out of a lot of shit that I do, because they say I'm one of the wildest people on the earth. I really don't be caring. Like, I don't care about nobody's opinion of me. I don't care about nobody trying to judge me. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, it's just what it is. But, you know, it made me think about it, realize some shit. Like, well, I came a long way in life. Like, shit, not about shitting in no Eggo box, but it's just the things that I've been through, and the things that I've overcame, and the things that God has helped me to get past and beyond. Like, when I say that spot was $1 million spot, it was $1 million spot with a fucked up plumbing and a bad motherfucking situation to make me have to shit in a fucking Eggo box. So, I ain't trying to gross nobody out when I say this shit. Motherfucker, Lego my ego. You feel me? So at the end of the day, man, it's all love. But you know, hopefully one day I'll be able to get to talk to my listeners and they can, you know, tell me about their Wild Wednesday or their wildest thing they ever done in their life. Because, you know, at the end of the day, man, we still human. We people. You know, I know another situation. And this happened fucking around with some bad chicken. Some bad chicken Alfredo. We was in E3 hanging out, getting something to eat. They don't ever get no chicken from Winn-Dixie. That's, I don't know what it is. Salmonellas is live in that shit. I don't get ever since I ate that chicken from Winn-Dixie, I don't even buy meat from that bitch. So my ex god sister was cooking some chicken Alfredo, and I guess the meat wasn't good. So I'm eating this meat. I'm eating the chicken Alfredo. I got the Alfredo, the noodles, and all that. I'm eating that shit, garlic bread. Nigga thinking he had Olive Garden. So it's all good. So I think about an hour or two after I ate that shit, my stomach started hurting. I done went to sleep. Laid down, went to sleep. Gonna start a new day. Man, I'm sitting in this bitch balling like I'm in the fetal position. My stomach hurts so fucking bad. So I started noticing I'm feeling nauseous. I'm nauseous as fuck. I'm like, man, I ain't throw it up in a minute, boy. I feel like I got to fucking throw up. So my body rejecting all that shit. I don't know if the meat wasn't cooked all the way or what. So, you know, like most people, you gonna get up, you finna go to the restroom. You gotta go shit. You finna go take your little dump, get that shit up out you. It be one of them shits that, you know, you gotta take your clothes off. You in there sweating. You in that bitch sweating bullets in that bitch. So I'm on my way to the fucking bathroom, people. All my listeners out there. Man, as I'm trying to hold the throw up, because that shit like in the back of my tonsils. So I'm like, oh shit, this shit coming up too quick. I'm running to the bathroom. Man, I done threw up. But that wasn't even the worst part of it, people. I threw up and shit at the same time. So I done got the shitty booty and I done puked over the floor. Man, when I tell you my ex had to put me in the tub like I was a baby, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy as fuck. She had to put me in the tub. I'm talking about I threw up and shitted people. I threw up and shitted people on myself as a man. And the thing about it, I'm not embarrassed about it because I know plenty of people who done probably had that experience. But I'm talking about, man, that Alfredo fucked me up. That's why I don't eat meat from Winn-Dixie no more, because that chicken Alfredo was too. Lord, I had nightmares about that chicken Alfredo. But like I say, I wasn't embarrassed about it, because if I was, I wouldn't have said nothing about it. But that's wild, because shit, I wasn't expecting to shit on myself. But it came out so, I don't know what, that shit broke down molecules in my body. I don't think never been broken down before, because that shit came quick. And I ain't never threw up and shit at the same time. So that was a first for me. So I'm sitting on the floor like, I was defeated. Like I was a baby, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, well, damn. How I'm gonna look this woman in her fucking face and like talk, like if I want to get mad at her or something, how I'm gonna sit here and get mad at her when she done had to help clean and wipe my ass and wash me and shit, because I'm in here sick as fuck. I said, boy, you gotta be a soldier, I guess, because I be shit. She could cuss me out and say, oh, shitty ass nigga, you in here shitting on yourself and throwing up all over the fucking place. But, you know, she ain't hold it against me. I appreciate that. Much love. So it's like, at the end of the day, man, we go through a whole bunch of crazy shit. We have a lot of us have wild stories like that. A lot of us have stories. It's just my situation was wilder to me because of the circumstances. But at the end of the day, through it all, shit, here I am. You know, and I'm just thankful that, you know, nobody didn't have social media bad like that back then or nothing like that, because a nigga might have picked on me for the rest of my life. But hey, I know how to take it, man. It ain't no thing. But like I say, shout out to all them boys that was on EA with me, thugging, holding it down, getting that show, winning in these streets for a time period. Like we always say, but it was a whole drought in the city, but we ain't had one, so we was connected to the socket for real. But like I say, man, you know, everything evolves and everything changes, you know. Like now I can kind of better myself when it comes to shit, and if I can hold it, I can hold it. If I got to go, I don't care if I go to a trucker bathroom with the mechanic shop connected to that bitch, and it look like you got to have a key with the fucking hubcap on that bitch, and it look like somebody was in there just throwing feces all over that bitch. Well, I got to go. But like I say, man, you know, you got to be able to laugh at some of the things, the embarrassing time. Well, some people can say embarrassing. I wouldn't say embarrassing. It was funny to me because it was like, that's crazy as fuck to me to think the shit in the Eggo Box. I don't think too many people would have took the time to like rummage through their freezer and just like, fuck it, I got a shit in this box. But I think outside the box, so I guess that's just what it is. So at the end of the day, man, it's all love and it's all good. You know, them boys tease me about that shit from time to time. But when it's all said and done, them boys they coming from the heart. They ain't nothing but love. And we talk about all kind of things. Like when I get this thing the way I need it and want it, them boys, we gonna have the conference calls. That's what we gonna be sitting on there just talking and just, you know, talking about things, whether it's current or in the past, you know. Like we done some crazy things, man. Me and my boys, me and my brothers, man, we done some wild shit. We done some crazy shit. So, you know, I thank God for bringing the people that mean the most to me in my life, man. I appreciate God for that. Like, them my brothers, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, them boys need me, I'm there for them, you know? There ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, it's good to have good people in your corner, man. It's always a good thing. So, I guess, man, when it's all said and done, you know, just be able to laugh at any and everything. Laughter is always good. It's always good to recollect and reflect on things that you've done in your life and see where you was at in that moment in time and look at where you are now in life. Whether you progress major or you progressed a little, but progression is progression, you know. When I get this 6-bedroom house with 4 baths in that bitch with a pool in the back, you know, I'm speaking that into existence now. I'm speaking that into existence right now. Like, when I get this 6-bedroom, 4-bath house with a pool in the back for the kids to come play and get in the water, and we have a theater and all that, you know, y'all heard it first on Hood Tales with ConeHead. I promised my baby girl, she'll be 9 in July. And she said, Daddy, the next house you get, can we please get a pool? And I said, baby, you got it. We pinky swore on it, so I got to be held accountable. So all my Hood Tale listeners and subscribers, y'all hold me to my word that I'm going to get the house with the pool in it for my 8-year-old daughter. Karma, Daddy love you. Money Man, Daddy love you. You know, congratulations to my oldest boy. He graduate Friday, 7 o'clock. ConeHead gonna be in his nice little threads, you feel me? I'm gonna be nice and dapper and all that. You know, Jit been through a lot himself, and, you know, I'm proud of him. I love my son. I love my kids, man. Like, the things that I've done, and crazy, because when I had that house, they used to, I didn't have no baby boy, no baby girl. I had my oldest daughter and my oldest son. And he was the baby, you know what I'm saying? And we used to go to Whataburger and eat and thing when I moved to the south side. But when I stayed in the Lake Forest area, he used to come, and, you know, that was my mini-me, you know what I'm saying? He tall, he about a couple inches taller than me. He think he doing some shit because he taller than me, but